Hello friends, welcome to channel 686. News. TV. If you haven't subscribed yet, press the subscribe button right now. The information is taken from open media sources. Today, I will share first news that I found on the internet. Take a comfortable seat, let's begin.
What kind of economy is Trump brewing up now? Former President Donald Trump is gearing up for a potential return to the White House with promises of tax cuts, import tariffs, and immigration restrictions. The stage is set for a showdown between Trump and current President Joe Biden in the upcoming November election, with contrasting economic philosophies at the forefront. Biden's approach, which has been in effect for the past 3 years, has seen some successes such as a strong labor market and increased investment in key industries. However, his massive fiscal stimulus has sparked concerns about inflation among economists and has left voters feeling less than impressed with his economic plan. On the other hand, Trump is doubling down on his signature policies from his first term, including import tariffs and tax cuts. In a recent interview with CNBC, Trump emphasized his belief in tariffs as a way to combat unfair trade practices, particularly by countries like China. He has hinted at the possibility of implementing new tariffs and cutting benefits, although the specifics remain to be seen. The debate over tariffs as a tool for economic growth continues to divide experts, with some arguing that they ultimately harm American consumers by driving up prices. As the election draws nearer, the question remains: will Trump's economic strategy lead to more of the same, or will he chart a new course for the country's economy? Stay tuned for more updates on this high-stakes rematch between two economic heavyweights. Yo, check this out. So, Patrick Horan, a dude from the Mercatus Center at George Mason University, is all like, yo, if we slap on this tariff, and then other countries start throwing punches back with their own tariffs, we're gonna see prices of imported goods shoot through the roof. Like, can you imagine that CHAOS? It's gonna be like a roller coaster ride for the economy, and not in a fun way. But hold up, Trump ain't backing down, man. He's out there on CNBC sounding like Tony Soprano, talking about how he made other countries sing with the threat of tariffs. And then you got this dude Patrick Kilbin, dropping truth bombs left and right, saying Trump talks the talk but doesn't always walk the walk. And get this, even his own party ain't always on board with his plans. Like, he had the Senate, the House, and the White House all in his pocket at the start, but some of his own peeps voted against him on repealing the Affordable Care Act. It's like a reality show up in here. Now, George Calhoun from Stevens Institute of Technology is saying Trump's tariff game and all this anti-China vibe in Congress is like a major pivot. Sentiments are shifting hard against China, man. It's like a showdown brewing. And then we dive into the immigration drama. Trump and the Republicans are making a show out of it, threatening mass deportations and all that jazz. But experts like Matt Gertkin are saying, hold up, the courts and the Senate might rain on his parade. But still, the immigration scene ain't gonna see a massive spike in the coming years. Labor force growth is gonna hit the brakes. But yo, Alex Naureste from the Cato Free Market Institute is dropping knowledge bombs, saying immigrants are actually boosting the economy. They bring in fresh vibes and pump up opportunities for everyone. And Michael Clemens from the Peterson Institute is like, yo, deporting these immigrants is gonna mess things up big time. Businesses might downsize, investments might shift, and we could see a whole new ballgame in the economy. So, buckle up, folks. The Trump train is on a wild ride, and we're all just hanging on for dear life in this crazy political roller coaster. Alright, buckle up, folks, because we're diving into some serious economic and political drama here. So, get this. According to research from a squad of hotshot economists at the University of Colorado, when 1 million immigrant workers get the boot from the U.S., a whopping 88,000 native-born American workers end up jobless. That's a heavy hit, my friends. Now let's talk about the big guns at the Federal Reserve System. In his first term, Trump handpicked Jerome Powell, who was actually appointed by Obama, to run the show. Then, Trump bumped him up to chairman, and guess what? Biden brought him back for an encore. But hold on to your hats, 'cause in 2019, Trump was throwing a fit 'cause Powell wasn't slashing interest rates and revving up the economy like he wanted. He even went as far as asking if Powell or Chinese President Xi Jinping was America's great enemy. Talk about throwing shade. In February, Trump straight up told Maria Bartiromo from Fox Business News that he wouldn't give Powell a second chance if he snagged the White House again. Now, The Fed is supposed to be all about staying out of politics, but some folks are sweating bullets that Trump might slide in a buddy or a political crony to take over that powerful chairman spot if it ever opens up. And let's not forget about Steve Mnuchin, the former Treasury Secretary and one of Trump's right-hand men, who's killing it as an investor. And then there's the whole tax cut saga. Republicans have always had a thing for slicing taxes, especially for the fat cats and big core. Back in 2017, Trump managed to bag a massive $1.7 trillion tax cut from Congress. Now, economists can argue, till the cows come home about whether tax cuts are a good move for the economy, but one thing's for sure, they're gonna pile up that national debt unless there are some serious cuts or revenue boosts to balance things out. Trump's tax cuts are set to expire in 2025, which means if he snags another term, get ready for round 2 of the tax cut showdown. Once those cuts are in place, they're like a stubborn stain, tough to scrub out. And a lot rides on who's calling the shots in the Senate and House. Meanwhile, Biden's out here waving the flag for higher taxes on the wealthy. The epic battle is gonna revolve around the corporate tax rate. It got slashed from 35% to 21% back in 2017 as part of the tax relief package. Trump's all about keeping it at that level, while Biden's looking to bump it up to 28%. It's gonna be a clash of the titans, folks. Hey guys, buckle up for some hot takes on the recent Allianz research report that just dropped like a bomb this week. Brace yourself because it's a roller coaster of potential CHAOs if Trump's proposals see the light of day. According to the report, if Trump 2.0 takes the wheel, we're looking at a bumpy ride with massive budget deficit inherited from the Biden era, interest costs skyrocketing, and inflation making a comeback. The report warns that another round of deficit-driven tax cuts or increased spending could set off a chain reaction leading to inflation and serious doubts about the stability of the U.S. government's financial situation in the bond markets. Yikes. Maxime Darmé, the senior economist at Allianz Trade, dropped some truth bombs by saying that Trump is all about the art of the deal but hopefully won't go completely off the rails. However, he points out a major roadblock. The conservative wing of the Republican Party in Congress ain't too keen on government spending and deficit. Darmé predicts Trump might flip some of Biden's green energy and high-tech manufacturing policies to fund his own broader industrial schemes. But hold on, folks, the game has changed since 2017. Interest rates have shot up like a rocket, putting the brakes on some of Trump's grand plans. However, if he manages to push through, brace yourself for some serious inflation vibes. As for the political scene, we might see a split between the presidency and Congress, with Biden or Trump at the helm and a divided government. The GOP's internal struggles could throw a spanner in the works, as seen when Kevin McCarthy tried to play nice with the Dems to keep the government chugging along. In the wise words of Kilbin, history tells us that our government thrives on division. So, get ready for a wild ride, folks.
If you found it interesting, like, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments section. Goodbye until we meet again.